What a beautiful day we have. Welcome to GSM Camp. We're all hoping to have a neat week, so that's why Ben and I put this video together, so we all can have a neat week together. Why don't we get to it? That's pretty neat. Oh wow. We have flowers. We have white flowers right here, and not a lot of people know, but the white flowers are actually really poisonous. And so we're supposed to stay 10 feet away from these flowers. At GSM Camp, we're going to be staying in cabins. And you're going to have a cabin, and it's going to be really neat. But there'll be other cabins that you're not staying in. Now those other cabins, we have to remember to stay 10 feet away, just like these white flowers. Wow, let me tell you about this. We have some sitting water right here. And what happens when water sits is there's a lot of bugs around. And what the pioneers used to do, they used to have a thing where if they were slapping a bug, they had to produce a carcass. And that's actually one of the neat ways that we have a good week at camp here. If you're with your buddies and you slap them and you say, oh, there was a bug on you, I got you. Then you got to produce a carcass to prove it. Okay? What a beaut. Oh wow. Oh wow, right here we have an eastern swinging vine. It's one of the premier swinging vines in this area. It's really neat stuff. But, you know, I really shouldn't be touching it. Which reminds me, you're gonna see a bunch of neat things like this eastern swinging vine, but it's gonna be like technology, right? So there's gonna be stage stuff, there's gonna be cameras running around, and we need to make sure to not touch any of it. That's how we're gonna have a neat week at camp. Wow. Wow. There's just so much nature out today. Which reminds me, one thing to keep in mind when you're in nature is to be respectful. And we also want to be respectful of people here at camp. And one way that we can do that is we flush after we use the toilet. And we can do a couple things by flushing. We can use our two fingers and flush like that. That's super simple. Or maybe you don't want to see what you did. And so you just kick a leg back like that. And then it's gone. And we can have a neat week at camp. Shh, we need to stay really quiet. 'Cause we might not know it, but there could be wildlife around here. And they just might be asleep. Which reminds me, when we're at camp, in the morning, we can't get out of our bunks until after 6 a.m. Our counselors will be ready to get us up when it's time. Okay? That's just how we're gonna have a neat week at camp. Man, let's see if we can find some wildlife. Oh, wow. How neat. You might not know it, but the reason that they cut this tree down is to make sure that it's okay. It's called maintaining, and we need to maintain our hygiene while at camp. So that means brushing our teeth with toothpaste and making sure that we're showering regularly with soap. That way we could be just like this stump and be super neat. One thing to keep in mind when out in nature is that the paths are pretty dangerous, and so we need to be wearing shoes, because there's like rocks and sticks and pine cones. And you don't want to step on one and say, ow, my Tootsie, I just stepped on a pine cone. Because we need to be wearing shoes out here at camp. That's pretty neat. Wow, look what we have here. It's a rock. It's a boulder. One thing that we need to keep in mind at camp is appropriate hugs. At camp, we do a side hug, like this. What we don't do at camp is full-on body hugs, because it's weird. We don't want weird. Wow, what a tree. It's tall. I just feel connected. Oh man, you know what really helps me feel connected to all this nature is not having any electronics out with me. Ben, now see, at GSM camp, we want to be connected to the nature, but also our fellow group members and our counselors and the teaching. And the way that we can do that is if we put away all the electronics. It's going to be a real neat week when we all do that. So if you listen closely, we can hear some bullfrogs out in the distance. I'm gonna call to them to let them know that I'm one of their friends. I'm not here to harm them. That should do it. That should get the point across. So now that we're friends, I'm not gonna put any practical jokes on them at all. Okay, because we're friends and we want to stay friends, right? And so we don't do any practical jokes here at camp. No towel flipping. Ben, no towel flipping. Ben. No towel flipping, no shaving cream fights, nothing like that. No practical jokes at all. I'm going to get back to talking with my friends. Oh wow, we just spotted some other people out here enjoying the nature. Right there. See, they have a little kid, which reminds me, there's gonna be some little kids running around camp, okay? And we cannot touch the little kids. We can't pick them up, even if you know them, even if they know you. We have to remember to stay at a distance, and you can wave and you can say hi to them, but we just can't touch them. Oh wow, what a beautiful lake, pond, lake. We're gonna have some opportunities to be at a lake at camp, and so that means that we need to have the proper equipment, clothes. So that means that ladies, please wear a one piece, and if you don't have one, wear a t-shirt. There's rock wall to climb, and so you need closed-toed shoes for that, and for the horses, because they don't like sandals. So make sure that we're wearing the proper clothing to have a neat week. That's pretty neat. We have just had a great day out here, and we're so excited that you're here. One thing as we go into camp we need to remember is to eat, we need to sleep, and we need to honor and obey our leaders. That way we're just gonna have a neat week for all of us. Bye.